Joe Burrow is already flashing some of the skill that he showed at LSU during his 1 year start there. And the Bengals are using some of the principles that LSU used, of course, in their offensive scheme, most likely to make him comfortable, but also because those very schemes work, considering that LSU's offensive coordinator came from the New Orleans Saints the year prior and they were very successful. Joe Burrow's ball placement and accuracy are still looking phenomenal, even though he moved from college to the NFL, and hopefully the Bengals know how to continue to use that and don't get away from it. Obviously, they have an issue, though, because he did throw the ball over 60 times versus the Cleveland Browns, and that's not a good sight for their run game or for their offensive efficiency overall over the course of the season, considering that Joe Burrow's arm would probably fall off if they continued at that rate. And I'm pretty sure Flemlo Raps and KTO are going to have a great discussion about this on their podcast. So, like I said, that's not a good sign overall for the Bengals, but for Joe Burrow getting plays for us to see and evaluate, we saw a lot. I'm going to show you 3 plays that make Joe stand out here, but before I do that, I want you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, click that little bell, join the Discord channel so that we can continue to have great football conversations. And also, this is just a tip for you. So if you really like supporting your favorite YouTube content creators or anybody on YouTube, what you want to do is watch the full video and then watch another video on the channel, because that tells the algorithm that you like this channel and that you like the content. And so it'll keep recommending it to you, but it also will recommend it to other people. So if you want to see your channel grow, watch more of it in the same viewing session. So there's just a quick, YouTube analytics tip for you guys. But anyway, we're on to the video. The first play I'm going to show you is from the second quarter, and this is very LSU-like. 1 minute, 31 seconds left in the game. They're in a 2-minute situation. They go 5 wide with 1 tight end to the close right side of the field. Empty shotgun set for Joe Burrow, and this man coverage across the board, which makes sense when you go 5 wide. The close left wide receiver, which I believe is Tyler Boyd, runs a route that LSU used extensively with Joe Burrow and Jordan Jefferson last year, who was also a first-round draft pick. It's the pivot route. So Boyd eats his defender alive here when he kind of goes in as if he's running the slant and then immediately cuts back to the sideline. He gets separation, and Burrow has the ball coming as soon as he starts back toward the sideline. On time and in front enough, or at least not behind Boyd, so that Boyd can catch the ball and run. And that allowed for this play to be successful and go for a first down. Bengals fans can expect to see this a lot this season, as it will prove to be very helpful in moving the chains over the course of many games and probably help their offense efficiency overall. The next play I'm going to show you kind of continues this trend of showing you things that LSU did, but also just Joe Burrow's natural skill set. So the second quarter, 1 minute, 3 seconds left, still in that same 2-minute drill situation. They go 4 wide with trips to wide receivers on the right side. They go shotgun with the running back set to the left of Burrow. The right tackle on this play is beat immediately and upfield easily, so Burrow has to step up and he vacates to the right. This should look very familiar to LSU fans because Joe Burrow did this quite a bit last year, where he'll be on the move and looking for a play downfield. Burrow on the move, looking to throw downfield, is something that you should get used to as well, because when he's on the move, of course he can run, but his head is up the whole time. And he had a play moving to the same side in the national championship where he actually threw a touchdown. I believe it was to Chase down the right sideline. And it was just a very accurate play with supreme ball placement. And that's something that we're going to see here. So he's moving right, looking to throw the whole time on this play. Wide receiver number 85, who started out as the far right wide receiver, adjusts to him and follows to the right sideline as well. The accuracy and ball placement are supreme here. The linebacker, even number 93, who was in the middle of the field at the second level, noticed that Joe Burrow was looking down the field and dropped back to get into the passing lanes and to shrink the window here. And he actually followed right underneath wide receiver 85, but Joe Burrow still put this ball only where his receiver could get it. So it didn't matter what the linebacker did. So with a cornerback on top and a linebacker underneath, Joe Burrow threw this ball toward the right sideline while moving right, accurately out in front of wide receiver number 85 to hit him right in the hands and get a first down on this play. That's not something that your average quarterback is going to do or make look as easy as Joe Burrow did here. And this is something that Joe Burrow can do consistently. So we've seen quarterbacks in general do this, but Joe Burrow does this at a high rate. So I wonder, will we continue to see him do this at a high rate over the course of the season? Now we're going to go to the last play that I'm going to show you that highlight Joe Burrow's talent and also just the fact that the Bengals are using some of those LSU principles. So it's the first quarter here, so we're going to go back. 10 minutes and 26 seconds left in the game. Shotgun empty set 5 wide. And like I said, We saw that a lot with LSU. The Browns rushed 4 and dropped 7 here to play defense. So you would think we got 7 against 5 wide receivers. We got an advantage here. The Bengals used some creative routes here to create separation with Tyler Boyd, who was on the inside slot on the left side of the receivers. And Burrow delivers this throw exactly where it needs to be, toward the sideline, although it could be a bit more toward the sideline if we're going to nitpick it a little bit. But it was toward the back shoulder, which is where you want it to be, and it was away from the defender. And the cool thing is that this ball was out as soon as the Tyler Boyd turned upfield, because you needed to throw this early. Joe Burrow threw it early enough to where the defender couldn't even get a hand on Tyler Boyd as he was finishing the catch. And that's exactly when you want this ball to be thrown. So this is an impressive thing that Joe Burrow is doing here. There was no chance for a pass breakup. And so these are the things we see from Joe Burrow all the time. It's an impressive play. Overall, this is good stuff from Joe Burrow, and I think Bengals fans should be encouraged with what they're seeing, although they probably should be discouraged about the fact that he had to throw 61 passes in this game and they still lost. But in the end, if you enjoyed this content, you should see a video here on the left side, and that is a video that the YouTube algorithm will recommend for you, and they're usually right about what you like. So if you click that, you'll probably like that video too. And if you just want to see the last video I made, you can click on the video to the right and you can enjoy that too. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.